Thanks for staying in tune, audience. These things, we thought we were prepared, but, you know, you're just never truly prepared.
Okay, there we go. So now I just need to stream to the cast channel, huh?
Are you going to do that, or was TK going to do that?
Probably be better if I do that.
Yeah,
Let's see
if
if
you
my
can
computer
handle
starts
it.
on fire.
Yeah. I thought. Okay, cool.
Sweet. So are the players connected? That's the last question.
Okay.
We have a second player. I'm not doing that. Who's the first player?
It must be Juice on the right side. I don't know. Let me know if everything feels good, Juice and Cable 19. Okay, Juice is on the left, and Cable's not in the game. Oh, Exiini's on the right. Exiini shouldn't be in this game. Firebird.
Okay. So
yeah,
Juice.
Exiini. It's Juice versus Cable 19.
Okay.
That's funny.
Get out of here.
That makes sense. Okay, that is over. By the way, Exiini, I think Mr. Gloom might have been copyrighted somewhere, so I changed the character's name to Dr. Tombstone, which I feel is still pretty fitting. We could just make it Dr. Tomb, I guess, if we wanted to, but is Juice in now? Can you control it, Juice? Because Juice said it crashed. Can you re-invite me, please?
Someone's moving player one.
Okay, Juice still needs a re-invite. I don't know. Can you see the chat, Firebird?
Okay. I cannot. I'm in cast. Let me see.
I will tell you what's in the chat.
There's
so
the chat.
Juice.
Okay. I just had to click a button. Now I can see the chat.
Yes.
Okay. There we go.
Okay, cool. Now Cable's on the left, and then is Juice in there now, or is Exiini still in there? Because you didn't invite Exiini. Because you didn't invite Exiini earlier.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Now we're good.
Should just be Cable 19 and Juice.
Okay. Hopefully TK comes back soon. So, what was that? What the heck?
I'm here. Don't worry.
Why my phone just talked to me? What the heck?
I'm just waiting to start my casting for when the game starts. I'm leaving the rest for y'all.
He is saving his precious voice. So yeah, there we go.
When I'm muted, did some vocal warm-ups. Silly little sounds. Yeah.
Doing some scales.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Awesome. Okay. Cool. Well, on the left we have Cable 19, and on the right we have Juice. So yeah, can you do a? Because I'll do a quick history breakdown. So Cable 19 is right now currently has the highest ELO score of all tournament players for Peanut Butter Jelly Wars.
Wow.
He is a little bit. He hasn't been playing as many friendlies as Juice and Exiini, so he might be a little bit out of practice. We have practiced a little bit recently, but yeah, it'll be interesting to see how this all goes. Oh, are you still stuck, Cable 19?
I think you just pushed A. So I think
Oh, it's
we're good.
better now. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Okay, now we'll probably want to kick them out.
We're gonna kick them out now.
And it probably until finish Cable. Oh, I don't know if he's finishing his typing, but Cable 19. If something bad happens, you can send me a text. Of course, he's not on the thing anymore. Okay. So yeah, well, anyway, so this will be interesting how it goes because Cable 19 is traditionally one of our strongest players. Juice is like the perpetual runner-up. So I'm very curious to see how this goes. I don't know if you guys have any thoughts on that.
That sounds like a terrible title to have. Perpetual runner-up. Just always.
Yeah, I know.
pushing
Hopefully it isn't.
Always pushing that boulder up the hill. Maybe he'll win this
Hopefully it
time.
doesn't stay that way.
Yeah, I can see him doing pretty well with the newer gnome meta. I don't know if it's new. The new gnome discovery. He has spotty connection. He's got a John right off the bat. So don't worry. If he gets
We gotta
second
make
again,
sure it's
that's
okay.
why. Yeah, but given his playstyle in the past, I think he's going to do pretty well against this evolving meta. He tends to balance looking at the map and managing his finances pretty well, and he also spreads out for early real estate. Where he struggles is building up infrastructure close to the base, so we'll see if he's improved in that area. But that's kind of a weakness against gnomes, really, if you have a bunch of stuff clustered close together. So maybe his tendency to spread out is going to protect him from the gnome meta if we see that arise here.
I don't think we will see the gnome meta for this match because even though I have used it against Cable before, I don't think Juice was actually ever in a match that used it. Unless if he's been practicing off stream that I don't know of. But it was if we see it, we're gonna see it from XCINE. From Juice, I probably imagine him using flies or hives, maybe mixed in with the garlic cannon and the UFOs. But I think, yeah. Are we still going?
Yeah, this should be good to see. I'm not sure what player 2's doing.
He says he
Juice.
still has spotty connection, but he'll do his best.
Hopefully he didn't drop out.
No.
Maybe someone just needs to nudge him, tell him it's
Tournament
time to start.
talk. Yeah. Send him a message. I have a feeling he's disconnected. Does it say he's still connected?
No. He's not green in the Steam remote window. Let me see. It says he's online. That's pretty good. I'll just send him another invite.
Oh, we got Mighty Feather in the audience. Welcome, Mighty Feather. You can comment in the chat. Right now, we're just going through all the technical difficulties. So, dang. Are you able to re-invite him?
Yeah, I just did.
Okay, hopefully you can.
He looks like he hasn't responded or isn't able.
He has. He said he's resetting his modem. So if we wanted to, we could switch to XCINE and Arden Sam right now. Should we do that?
Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna do that. I'm gonna let Cable know.
Okay.
Okay, so we will switch to Exiani. So for Exiani, Exiani and Ardensem are in the same connection, so we can just invite just them.
Perfect.
Just Exiani is the only invite.
Okay, they should be on now. I have no idea how their controllers work. Let's find out.
Okay. So now we might see the Nobe strat. Can't do anything.
Well, I can't change their controllers at all. Let's see.
What you could do, I don't know how you have the recording set up. You could try restarting the game.
Yeah, I could do that.
I don't know if that'll end the stream though.
No, it shouldn't. It just shows a black box on OBS for a minute.
No, okay.
So let me just restart fast.
We need you to come to more of the friendly events, Firebird, so you can practice Steam Remote.
I do, yeah. I gotta clear up my Mondays or Sundays or whatever it is.
Yeah, we mostly do Sunday. We mostly do Sunday evenings now. I don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
That seems to be the time most people are available.
Yeah. Yeah, I could clear some space there, hopefully.
Mighty Feather was going to compete today, but we had some things going on, so she is able to watch. Yeah, maybe we might want. Hopefully, you can still see the chat, Firebird.
Yeah.
Yes, you will need 2 controllers, Exiani.
I've got my keyboard moving things. Let's see. Oh, did my Discord stream just drop? Oh, right. 'Cause
Yes.
I closed the game. Sorry. There we go. Yeah, streaming to both doesn't seem to be a problem. So I'm good there. I just can't switch
Seems-
windows or else the game window completely hides and prevents the players from doing anything.
Gotcha. Stream's back on. Do we have the invites out?
Should be. Yep. Just sent one to Exiani again. Yeah, he's on. Can he control?
Perfect.
Need 2 controller options.
Here, maybe invite. Can we invite him to speak real quick? It'll be faster. See if I can do that. Invite to speak. Invite to speak. Where's the invite to speak option? Oh, you're good? Okay, he said he's good. Okay. How's the connection feel? And the art. Okay, perfect. Then Arden Sam's character is to the left a bit more. I want to invite them to speak. Don't. How do I invite people to speak? I can't remember how to do that. Okay, looks like we're good. Oh, perfect. Okay, Exiani. Hopefully you can find... Yeah, it's in the middle, more to the right. Can you hear us, Exiani? On the you're on the you should be able to talk in the chat. I'll let you know, TK. Perfect. Yeah, we found it. Okay, good. Okay, we could probably kick XC. Aini off then. Okay. And then we can kick him off the official cast. You feel free to join after the match. Yeah, I guess we'll just wait for them to start.
All right.
Okay, cool. Yeah, we're ready to start whenever. Okay, cool, awesome. Okay, now we can kick off Exiani.
All right.
We will invite them back. Okay, I'm wondering if they're waiting for us. Okay. Gnomes versus Hives for this match. I am not sure. So I haven't seen Art and Sam play for a while. Looks like we're seeing UFOs. So no gnomes this match. So on as Team Peanut Butter we have Exiani, and on Team Jelly we have Art and Sam. This is Art and Sam's third tournament, I believe. I just made a custom avatar for her recently because we need more female selectable characters in our game. And so I'm glad that I was able to make another one.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
Oh.
Dragon on the shoulder.
Yes.
That's a dragon, right? Yeah, it's a dragon.
It's the most clear dragon I could draw.
It's beautiful. You did great.
Thanks. I also, if you look at the top right, I've updated the UI a bit, so it more clearly tells you what the soup is.
Oh, sweet. That is nicer.
And then the third one down is the net worth of the army, and the bottom one tells you the number of troops they have. And once it reaches 150, the spawners will stop spawning. So, but you can still spawn troops normally if it goes above that. So anyway, hopefully that's more clear in the future.
I was about to say this is going to be really chaotic right off the bat because they were kind of touching toes a little bit, but for how much each player is moving around, they're really not touching each other that much. They're kind of building their neutral walls. And they kind of had two waves that crashed and didn't do much. It was interesting.
Yes. Yeah, Arden Sam was able to survive that early rush, which is very good. However, she is down 7, 8 banks, about 10 banks now.
Yeah, 12.
And that is pretty scary. Also, with the current loadout, Arden Sam's not going to have too many options to attack those UFOs, so this is not looking good for Arden Sam.
Yeah, she's going to have to be very micro-heavy with placement of bread and cannons to wear those UFOs down. If Exiani gets more than a few UFOs out, that might not be possible.
That was very good micro from Exiani. I don't know if you saw that, but the ants were just about to get his banks.
Traded them away instead. It's better to give your opponent 1,000 and lose your renewable captain than to lose a bunch of banks that can't make your build cheap.
Yes. Okay, we gotta get...
I think he's gonna break in at the top really quick. But I hope Jelly is aware of that.
Yes. I am worried though because the only option she has to defeat the UFO are just normal flies, which is kind of it's really hard. Flies are good in the early game, but they really go down a bit in the late game.
Yeah.
And she actually doesn't even need that many more piggy banks because flies are so cheap.
Might have to flip those honey cannons. I think it's just my weakness as a player, but I don't like honey cannons. They don't.
Really?
Yeah, they don't. The damage is just not there.
They do 0 damage. Yeah. What they do is they buy you more time and they disrupt.
Yeah, that was an interesting use by Exiani of not be just building with honey cannons. Maybe it's so she can't get to attach the center thing. I don't think it's gonna matter at this point.
Yeah, I think Exiani's got it.
These UFOs are closing in. There's nothing she can do. She can Hail Mary and sell her banks, but no nowhere to run in this map. Wow. I thought after the initial sort of stalemate they had that it would be a much longer match, but it became one-sided pretty quick.
I wasn't paying attention. Do you remember the units that were picked last time?
Honey cannon,
Oh.
UFO.
We might have to go back and check that.
Yeah.
Because I was not paying attention. I'm not doing my job.
Yeah.
Also, hopefully, TK is able to get on. I think there might be something up with his mic issues. So feel free to hop on whenever you can, TK.
Oh yeah, I'm just sliding into the casting role. I'm happy to give him a turn.
Yes, that's true, Cable. You blink and XN has 57 banks.
Ouch.
Okay, cool. Yeah, TK can cast for finals, he says. Okay, what's that? Honey, UFO, Hidge? What's Hidge? Oh, Hive. Okay. Okay. I'm just keeping a record. Okay, we got the UFO from Arden's end. This is good. Oh, we might see Nomageddon, guys. Yeah, this is gonna be crazy.
Interesting.
Feel free to
self-cleanup, right?
Yes.
Commander's kind of blocking Jelly in, but it's not a very strong block. Those cannons will fall apart. I wonder if that initial really big expense is going to be worth it.
Yeah, I'm watching now. Just wrote down everything. Yes, that. I think that wall could have been pushed up a bit. I guess you can't push through that wall because she's blocked. So if she had a splare, that'd be very good right now. Because when you speak of the devil, she's got a portal up. Because those will break through those cannons very easily. And this is already not looking good because Exiani is 30 banks ahead.
Yeah, he is very good at turning an income advantage into a state advantage. And
Yes.
looks like Jelly's not doing much to prevent that.
He's doing Nomageddon early now, okay?
He's got Roar Beetles out front. For those that don't know what it is, Armageddon.
Yeah,
Armageddon is a strategy where you put your Roar Beetles out in front to be the meat shield and take those cannons and whatever else the enemy throws at you. And then you send nodes behind and the nodes explode on or near the Roar Beetles, but they can just take the explosion much better than the enemy troops can get.
Yep. And now it's over, and it's like decimates those UFOs, and it's just too much. That combo is so powerful, and he did it with only 60 piggy banks. So GG. Okay, we'll move on to the next one.
All right, I don't have the bracket up. Someone want to hold my hand for this?
Yeah. So it should be Juice versus Cable 19. Juice should be ready to go.
Okay.
And we can invite Exiani back in, which he is back in. Okay, good job. Yeah, that was pretty crazy. Guys, it's actually Arden Cat, not Arden Sam, right? I think it used to be Arden Sam, but I think it's Arden Cat now. You can correct me in the chat.
Well, I can invite people to watch the game, but not play the game. Steam Remote Play is being a little weird. I'm just going to close the game and open it again.
Okay, that's unfortunate. We have to do that every time.
Yeah. Just remind me to start streaming it in Discord again.
And yeah, did anyone Arden Cat? Yeah, it's Arden Cat. Arden Cat. What were the first 5 units you used for the first one? Yeah, GG. I think you used sardine. You used fly, sardine can, portal. Was it Anto? And I can't remember the last one. Maybe it was salt cannon. I think it was salt cannon. We'll be able to go back and see that. I'm trying to keep record of everything as we go. And you stopped streaming to the Discord, by the way.
Yeah, I had to totally close the game, and Discord's looking for that game window. And now Steam is saying the game is still running and won't let me stop it, so that's cool.
Oh, fun.
Yeah. Do you know what the game task is called in Task Manager?
Should be called Peanut Butter Jelly Wars.
Yeah, it's not listed there. I don't know why Steam thinks it's still running. How embarrassing. Come on, Steam, get your crap together.
Mm.
Did you know Steam only has like a few hundred employees?
That's pretty amazing.
Yeah,
I believe it, though.
they do a lot with very little.
I believe it. Technical difficulties, Cat. Yeah, I was saying that you guys are, or that, or you're just saying that we are, because we definitely are.
Well, now I can't open Steam. Haha.
Great. Okay. Mm-hmm.
Oh my.
Yeah, we could have TK host it. I don't know if that would work if he could.
Oh, don't worry, guys. Steam is updating. Thank you, Steam. That's what I wanted.
Oh, Steam's updating right now.
Okay, it was fast. It finished. Had to
Okay.
kill
I
Task
think we're
Manager.
good then.
Let's see.
We'll try this one more time, TK, and if it doesn't work, then we can switch to you. Okay, it looks like he's up.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cast in Discord.
That's very strange. You have to reset. I don't know why that's the thing. How was the connection, Exiani and Arden Cat?
Okay, those invites are out.
Okay, yep. We should be up now. Are they invited? Let me know.
Yeah, they are invited.
Yeah, when they do accept you, just let me know. That way I don't have to ask.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, there we go. It just showed that they
'Cause I
accepted,
can't
even
tell.
though they clearly did earlier. Sorry, I got to alt tab to Discord so I can see what's going on there. Okay, and you're back.
Perfect. Okay, we can now kick out Juice and Exiani, unless if the internet connection's bad for you guys, but. I mean, Cable 19. Did I say Exiani? I meant to say Cable 19.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
All right. Just deciding who picks. I feel like for this first coin toss.
Yeah, it's Juice and Cable. Sorry, Juice. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's that? What do you say, Firebird?
I feel like for me, this first coin toss should just pick randomly who picks first or second. I guess unless players know each other, then they might want to, have some preferences. But
It should just. I mean, that's kind of what it does do. It just. Yeah.
but, like that second part, I just do random there anywhere. I just pick the first option because I don't know what my opponent's gonna do. But then again, I'm a bad player, so don't listen to me.
I personally like picking units second, so I can counter what my opponent's doing.
Yeah.
But if you pick the stage first, you can go with a specific strategy in mind.
That's true.
Knowing the stage layout, so it kind of balances it out.
Yeah.
Because sometimes some players prefer certain stages.
That's true, and that's going to be much more important the more stages we add. We'll see players develop really strong strategies specific to stages. We have that a little bit now, because some stages are big and small, and obviously the layouts and the paths are different, the lanes. But The more variety we have in stages, the more interesting it's going to be. It's great.
Yeah, someone was saying that I should add another stage like Giant's Globe because apparently we get tired of Giant's Globe because it gets picked too often. The desert. So yeah. Yeah, here we go. On the left we have Juice, and on the right we have Cable 19, the perpetual runner-up versus the best Peanut Butter Jelly Wars player in the world, according to the ELO score. However, he hasn't been participating in the friendlies event, so he might be a little out of practice. But that rush did not pay off for Juice.
Well, he sprinkled a little on the way. That might provide some barriers, but yeah, let's see if the cost is worth it.
Yes.
Those were cannons if I was paying attention right, which we'll do a little bit.
Yeah, those were cannons
that are trickling in.
Juice likes to do what I like to do. I like to put spawners out as early as possible because it gives you that nice soup at the beginning.
Nice warm soup.
Yes, nice warm soup. And if you don't, the soup is shown in the top right now under the SUP.
Spawn units per second, right?
Yes. Oh, yes, spawner unit production per second.
Production, yes, okay.
And that number tells you how much money they're earning per second based off the net worth of the unit being produced.
This is a pretty tight matchup so far. I think if there's any advantage, it's with Cable 19 just because his spawners are more spread out. But everything's being drawn into the middle as it is, and Juice seems to be covering that pretty well. Yeah,
I definitely like Cable 19's position. He has the real estate control, and now he's going to build more piggy banks.
He does, and Juice needs to see that real estate in the arms close to him is going to take it. He needs to go deal with that and push him out, or it's going to hurt. I think those are some players marching in, which are going to cause him headaches.
Yes.
Whoa.
However, yeah, he needs to get in there now because if he lets this game go on too long, he's going to lose from the UFOs. But we got the legendary Splair plus Bumbler combo, the combo that we know and love, and he's going to break through. And now he's getting the banks. He's getting the banks.
A decent micro attempt. Juice is going for a Hail Mary. So I thought they were Splairs marching on the left. Those were sardines. That's interesting.
Yeah, you can't really tell with the before you could tell, but yeah.
Dots on the map, yeah.
So we got it.
He's just about out of money, and those UFOs are toast. So this is just a
he might.
Oh, the UFOs are alive.
Oh no, he's dead. He's dead. Yeah, he's dead. Yeah, I'm like. Maybe he could get the UFOs to overpower Cable, but no, we got the first game for Cable 19.
Yeah.
Yes. That was pretty good. Okay, well, will Juice be able to make a comeback? Looks like we're going to King's Kitchen. This King's Kitchen always has the most fun matches, right?
Oh,
or am I just
the most stressful ones?
Yeah.
It is fun to watch. Yeah.
Okay. We got Fly, Ant.
I'm glad
sardines
to see people
in
picking
the
the sardines. They're a really fun unit.
Yeah, I'm glad. I mean, they got 40% of the poll vote.
Yeah.
So I'm glad we did that podcast and they got that vote in. I feel pretty good about it now. I don't know if you listened to the podcast or discussion, but after that discussion, I felt very good about the sardines.
Yeah, they're. I don't know. They're the Yoda unit. They're just crusty little nasty things, but then they're actually really powerful.
Yes.
All right, the immediate sell-off.
Okay. The immediate sell-off. Yep.
So Juice is building a base. I think that might be a mistake against Cable 19, who is very good at being aggressive, balancing micro and macro on this stage especially. Okay, he's got a defensive wall. That ant's eating right through it. Ouch.
Ooh. The cannon rush. The cannon rush. Ooh.
Juice had a
Assault
nice
cannon.
riposte with the cannons, but the Salt bit him in the eye.
Yep. Yeah, Splares are going to be good here. And I actually think Juice is at a huge disadvantage not having the Splare.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
The Sardines are just not going to cut it. The Sardines are nice because they move slowly, and multiple cannons will target one Sardine. And correct me if I'm wrong, but one cannon shot will not completely kill a Sardine.
No, they have two. Yeah, they have 2 health.
So the Sardines are really good for kiting the cannon fire away, if that makes sense.
Yes,
But-
they're damage sponges.
Yeah, the whole can only costs 1,000. It's nice and cheap. They're not just damage sponges, they're damage sponges that are in multiple positions near each other. It's
Yes.
very good.
They can provide you like a early mid-game economic, army boost.
Yeah.
They do stop spawning after 15 times though, so they can whittle down after a while. Those salt cannons are being very good defense
They
for
are.
Cable 19.
I'm kind of surprised. We don't usually see those used as close to the jar defense. They're more of an offensive tool by most high-level players, but they are very good. He's got those intervals set up correctly, and I don't know if that's intentional, if he timed that, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know either. That would be pretty cool if he did.
Yeah.
I think another advantage that Cable 19 has in this map. Ooh, yep. The salt. It's just really hard to get into the salt cannons.
Yeah, Juice just keeps walking right in.
So now the Bumblers are going to come in, and the Bumblers I think are going to give him. I think Bumblers are top tier in this map particularly because the games are so short.
I don't know if Juice realizes that some of those sardine cans are empty. He's missing out on an opportunity to resell some of them.
Yeah. And he's trying to get that garlic launcher going, but it's the garlic launcher just struggles in this map.
Yeah. Everything's moving
So fast.
Close. Yeah, relatively fast because the triangulation. That was a hard word. The
Triangulation.
Is so small. Yeah.
Triangulation. Yeah, I think we got it. Wow, Cable 19 still proving he's the king.
He's just dancing on his grave, destroying his base.
Will Juice be able to? Will Juice be able to come back later? I don't know, but congrats, Cable 19.
That was a very claustrophobic map with those salt cannons right up in everyone's face. That was fun.
Yes. So we got, and I actually haven't been updating the challenge. I don't know if you've been updating the challenge, TK. Probably have. Oh, it looks like TK's been updating it. Good. Thank you. Okay, now we have Juice versus Arden Cat or Arden Sam listed, but oh yeah, Arden. It's listed as Arden Sam on the challenge. That's why I got confused. Okay, but yeah, I'm gonna call. I'll do Arden Cat because that's what I had. That's how you are in Discord, but yeah, apparently there's a delay on YouTube, but. Anyway, cool.
Yeah.
So now we can invite Juice and Arden Cat, and we'll still do a best out of 3. Yeah, these are good games. Good games. It's good that we're in a rhythm now. We can start getting things going. And how is that connection, Juice? The usual Steam remote play latency. I am sorry to hear that, but it was a touch slow for Cable.
Yeah, I tried to join from my phone. Let me switch devices again.
To the tournament. We were running into a couple of technical difficulties, but we should be back up soon.
Okay.
So next we have, for those coming in, we have Juice versus Arden Cat. Arden Cat's on the right, playing as the Tamer, and then Juice will be playing as Shaka Zulu. And looks like Jelly will pick. Okay, Jelly will pick the stage and pick the units first. And we're gonna go in King's Kitchen. Exciting. This is the rush stage where all the crazy fast matches happen. Got the ants, Blair, honey cannon, and the cupcake to help maybe boost the fire rate of the cannons and the honey cannon possibly. Also, we should probably kick off Exiani and Juice right now, TK. And then we got the hive. Okay. Then
Oh, I was hardware muted. Whoops. I'm really interested to see if the honey cannon and the cupcake are going to be used together well. That's a combo we haven't seen a lot of.
we haven't. What's great about the honey cannon is that not only does it slower the movement of enemies, it also lowers their attack rate if they're doing projectile attacks.
Yeah.
It's especially good versus the UFO, actually, because the UFO has a pretty slow attack rate. So normally their attack rate is every 3 seconds, but with the honey cannon, it's every 6 seconds. So that's a pretty
long time in this game. Yeah.
Yes, it's a long time in this game. Like it takes a spawner by a cupcake spawns every 5 seconds. So that tells you what you need to know for that. Okay.
Yeah, so it can be crippling to UFOs if you ever see that.
Okay, Juice on the left, Arden Cat on the right. Let's see how this goes. So we got the early sell. So they're selling their buildings so they can afford more piggy banks. We got a bit of a lead in Juice.
The cannons and spawning. I think he's leaning into the portal and the sardine spawn strategy, but he's pivoted very well against that cannon rush, which he needs to, and he sees that there's an opening at the base and goes for it. That's great. He doesn't really have anything to break in. The sardines are going to be okay at that. The cannons would have been best, and they're pretty fragile.
Yes, that was a good response for Arden Cat. She got those flares up just in time for those flies to be attracted to the light and die.
Yes.
Okay, you got the cannon rush.
Yeah, I
coming
think Arden
in.
Cat's rush was not successful. The delay in getting your own bank set up was huge.
Yeah, usually.
King to 8 is pretty big on King's Kitchen.
Yes, it's usually best to go in on the side. Because because most of the cannons are shooting towards the middle. They try to shoot towards the jar if they see nothing else.
Yeah.
So if we go to the side, you can dodge all those bullets, but she kind of went in the middle. Maybe she was a bit scared of Juice coming in on the side. I think she's not in the best position, but I think she can make a comeback. She is 10 banks behind. She's also behind in Soup, so it's not looking super good. And then we also got the portals versus the hive. So for those who don't know, splares are hard counters versus flies. So this is definitely a good favor matchup for Juice. I was gonna sprinkle some sardines.
I wonder what Juice's thoughts are with those honey cannons spraying the flies in the middle. They're slowing down for sure. Regular cannons. I think the regular cannons are too far away to destroy the slowed down flies, so I think the honey cannons are just slowly taking fly shots. But
yeah, it might not be the best use. Ooh, we got the cannon rush.
oh, that broke some banks. 30 to 8. Ouch. Okay. I think this is the snowball that's going to roll down the hill. This is going to destroy it.
Yeah, Arden
looking
Cat's
at
been,
the mini
yeah.
map, it's over.
Yeah, this is not looking good. It's definitely going to go to Cable unless something crazy happens.
The Juice, yeah.
GG. Did I say Cable?
Yeah, you did.
I keep on mixing up everyone's name. This is what happens when you're a parent, I guess. You just mix everyone's names up.
These avatars are your little children.
Yeah, these avatars are my little not the players, but the avatars are. Yeah, anyway. Yeah. So cool. Okay. We got Desolation, which I need to rename the map because really the desert should be called Desolation. It doesn't really make any sense.
Yeah. I kind of like this space being desolate. That's That's
Yeah, I guess
like
it
a
makes
little-
sense.
It's like a one-word story in your mind. It's good.
Yeah, there's supposed to be lore behind it, but I just don't know if I portrayed it as well. It was supposed to be like these two extinct races that fought each other, and they both invented the splares, and the splares drove them to extinction. And then the peanut butter and jelly people are like, "Oh, look, there's these splares left behind. Let's use them. Let's not question the fact that they drove an entire race to extinction. Surely history will not repeat itself." You know.
I think there's a few episodes of Stargate that do the same thing. It's a great show.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen bits and parts of it. I know there's multiple versions, but
Yeah, I binged all of the original SG-1. I binged that like 2 years ago and haven't watched it since, but it was really great.
okay. Now this will be interesting because we got UFOs on both sides of Cupcake. So the UFOs are the mega troop and the mega boss troop in this game. They take 30 seconds to hatch, but once you so they start off as a little egg that's super vulnerable, can die very easily. But if you put them by a cupcake, they'll hatch much faster. So we might, yeah.
Okay, I think Juice is loading through his past mistakes. He's already claimed that bottom arm with a single spawner. I wouldn't call that a hard claim because it's just a cupcake and a fly. It's super vulnerable, but it's pumping something out at least.
Yeah, we'll be seeing one fly every 5 seconds from there. Yeah, that's a very popular strat in this stage is to spam the hives on the 12, 3, 6, and 9 o'clock positions.
Remember those big gaps where they can't respond to water movements. Juice has a big advantage again. Arden Cat either needs to pump out some spawners to delay and make up for that time to build banks, or she needs to rush and destroy some banks, and that's going to be tough now with all those spawners in place.
Now, I do think getting that UFO egg is going to help her. She is way behind in soup. Look at that soup count. But that soup might be overinflated from the sardines.
The sardine soup is weak soup.
Temporary soup. It's like the one-hit wonder soup. Now UFOs can be very good at tanking things, so they do splash damage. Well, they can hold off a force like this. So I wouldn't be too worried unless if Juice gets more UFOs than her. So what she needs to do is she needs to place down as many UFOs as possible. Which she's hesitating a bit, which is a bit concerning. The net worth of the army is much larger on Juice's side. Yeah, see, those ants shouldn't be going across the honey cannons that easily.
Yeah, Arden needs to sell those sardine cans and spawners down. Just getting distracted with that left branch.
I think she just needs to place down like 10 more UFO eggs. But I think it might be too late.
Unless she can sell those, unless she can go up that right branch but nothing's happening. That's what I would do. Call that a Hail Mary and just put a bunch of eggs down and build some walls and she can camp out until the eggs hatch.
Yeah.
She's using these other machines to try to save the jars. Yeah, she had 40 grand, but she could have run up and spent it on eggs. Now
Yeah. I think she could have survived, but yeah, because the sardines only last so long. Now she's gonna try to sneak behind. It probably won't work though, because yep.
Ouch.
GG. Juice is still in. Thank you for competing, Arden Cat. Those were some good games.
Yep.
That.
Alright. What have we got
So
next?
now we got Cable 19 versus Exiani, so this will be a good one. So you can keep Exiani on, just invite Cable 19 and kick out Juice.
Okay.
Oh,
Okay, we've got Exiani on.
GG. hold on 1 second. Okay, I'm back. So this is going to be a very intense match, I think. So we got, was it Cable who's deciding the map? So this will be interesting what he picks. They haven't played since the Gnome Cup, I think. But since then, Exiani has been grinding a lot, training in the friendlies event. So Bella Vista. Okay, Bella Vista is a popular choice from Cable 19.
Exiani's grinding has kind of sent him to the moon, and I love it. I played with him when he first started playing the game. I could beat him maybe 60-70% of the time, and I'm kind of a casual player, but a casual player who's played a lot more than most. The last 5 or 6 times I played with him, maybe a week or 2 ago, he just destroyed me every time. No hope at all.
Oh, yeah, Exiani is he's just been really enjoying the strategy in the game, and
yeah.
Oh yeah, we need to kick out Cable 19 and Exiani.
Kick me out, please.
He doesn't want to hear us gossiping about him.
Notice that Cable 19 is able to build banks as he's traversing to do the sail. He's practiced that routine a lot.
The salting.
Yeah, he's salting banks as he walks from one side of his bread base to the other to sell them initially.
Yes.
And he's got the bank advantage where he did a minute ago. He doesn't now.
Cable catches up. Exiani catches up so fast.
Yeah. Yeah, they're both definitely looking at those stats in the top right.
I did upload a match on YouTube where I was able to beat Exiani even though he had a 60 bank advantage over me, but that's before he discovered Nomageddon. So.
Yeah, he's got the chops for Nomageddon now. I think.
Yeah, now it's like that would never happen.
Yeah, we'll see if the Bumblers can do much about it. I think Bumblers, if anything, are a decent pick against Gnomes if you can spread them out well. If you get cornered and all you can do is drop a bunch of Bumblers right next to each other, they all die with one explosion. But if you can spread them out, they're pretty good against Gnomes.
This is not looking good for Cable, even though he's not. They're pretty even on banks. It's just that once Cable gets to 60, 70, 80 banks, it's going to be Nomageddon. And he doesn't have the. Exiani, excuse me. And he doesn't have the. He does have the soup advantage right now, so he might be able to push through, but he needs to like get through as soon as he can.
Yeah, he needs to put Exiani on the defense.
Yes, which those bumpers will help. However, oh no, we got I heard the gnome coming. Oh, he distracted the gnome, but this is scary. So he might, no, Cable will still need more piggy banks as he goes along, but he'll have to find opportunities. Oh, yep. Oh, dang.
I was watching the right side, but I think Exiani came in.
Dang.
You know, I was thinking maybe there should be a rule that if the player loses a jar and then survives for a whole minute or something, it's a draw instead of a loss.
Oh, that would be interesting.
Just because it's something that's pretty much never going to happen.
Yeah, it shouldn't happen. I mean, well, only if their jar gets destroyed, not if they sell it. Because then you could turtle up and like, oh, I don't think I'm gonna win.
That's
boom,
true.
Boom, boom.
Yeah, you don't want to be able to cheese it. That could happen in situations where it's neck and neck, and like both players are kind of on their last straw, and one player happens to have their bank broken first. Then if they can go toe to toe against the surviving player for a minute, then it's a draw. That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah. I had the idea that if you sold your jar, it turns all your current piggy banks into golden piggy banks, so they earn double, but only the ones you currently have up, and if you build more, they're not golden. I don't. I feel like that could be broken though, and abused in unintended ways.
I think it could. I think that gives too much of a lever for people who are already steamrolling.
Yeah, because you could totally steamroll
instead
more.
of just doubling an advantage.
Because like, then you just. Because the downside is, the only downside is that if you die once, you lose, but then you just hang out in the back, basically,
Yeah.
right?
Just turtle.
Yeah, you just turtle, but I don't know. I don't know. It's hard to say. It definitely would make games faster. Oh no, we got the cannon rush.
That's...
Yeah, this might be it. I think this is it.
Wow, that's surprising.
Even if he doesn't die, it's going to be really hard to come back.
It is, unless he can go get in Xiani's face right now. Those cannons need to be taken care of.
So the best in the build at that point would have been a square, I think. But...
Yeah. Something that can take a little and go burn the cannon.
Yeah, because the squares is one-shot, like one-hit KO the cannons.
Yeah. Cable 19, we've got to see more aggression from him, even though he's down in banks and he doesn't have much. He needs to force Xiani to spend a lot quickly and also maybe take out some banks. I think that's his only hope at this point.
Yes. I think we've just been... He didn't seem as aggressive in our practice matches before this, but I think it just might be that... It might be the intimidation, too, because it's much different when you're going against a player who's just very, you know... I mean, because Xiani is very good at rushing, too, so it's scary to overcommit sometimes.
Xiani is the level 9 CPU, and I don't know how he feels that way, but he does.
Yeah, look how he's just dodging everything. He just knows exactly where to go, and yeah.
Okay.
Oh, we got it. We got it.
This could be a stalemate, maybe. I kind of doubt it, but maybe that would
He
be
needs
really
to not
good
get
to
hit.
see.
Oh, can he get through? Can he get?
I don't
Oh
think
no,
he
he
can.
has no money.
Yeah, he's too
He has
poor.
no money. Oh no, GG. Okay.
That's why you always
Okay,
gotta
now it's gonna
keep
be
your
Cable
first.
versus Juice. So keep Cable on.
Okay.
So we got the one more. We got this one, and then the grand finals after this.
That was a good one to watch.
Yes.
I have also lost to Cable 19 a good number of times, and it feels good to see the king lose his crown every once in a while.
I know. Now Nivlak doesn't have to feel lonely. Okay, they'll just need to actually get out of here. And then we'll want... So Cable 19, you're still on. And then it's going to be Juice versus Cable 19. So Xiani can get back on. And then Juice and Cable 19 will need to be invited. Then we'll get them off the stream.
So I think they both joined. Juice just needs to accept the invitation.
Okay.
Okay, we've got a second player.
He accepted, but he can't control.
We might
Juice
have to
says.
quit again. Or... Oh, Xiani has 2 controllers. Maybe that's why.
Yeah, so you can reassign them.
I cannot. I don't have that in my UI.
You should be able to. It's not intuitive, but the easier thing is maybe Xiani unplug one of your controllers. That might be the quick and easy solution.
Do you see my Steam overlay in the Discord stream?
No.
Ah, dang it. You can talk me through it, because maybe I'm missing something, but... Yeah, I don't have any buttons to...
You can click and
Controller
drag
change.
over it. Yeah, you definitely should have the option.
Yeah, I don't.
Unplug both.
None of the little controller icons are lit up. I can't drag anything around.
Yeah, I'll have to like look at that sometime. Oh, is he controlling now?
Someone is.
Let me know if you are controlling Juice. Okay, is it working now, Juice?
Controlling.
Oh,
okay.
controlling. Okay, cool. Okay, now get out of here, Juice.
Yeah, go back to the lobby.
Go back to the lobby where you and your kind belong. That's good.
The player kind. The player kind.
You and your player kind. Yeah, this is definitely a smaller tournament. This is definitely like more of a what we wanted to do on before the end of the year. It's been a slower year this year, so
Yeah. Trying to have a life and such. Come on, Adam.
It's been a lot of life stuff happening, but you know, slow and steady.
Yeah. For anyone interested in the company meta, I'm gonna call it that, the company meta. I've kind of taken a big step back from helping with events in the current version of Peanut Butter Jelly Wars, and I'm making a lot quicker progress on a custom engine for not a sequel, but a very much polished and improved version of Peanut Butter Jelly Wars. Maybe a sequel. We'll see.
Well, yeah, it's very tentative. And we're not sure exactly what will happen with that, but we'll make sure to keep you all updated. For sure, though, if we're able to work on the same engine, progress can go a lot faster.
So we're definitely not dropping support for this game anytime soon at all. We're just heavily improving it, and it's taking a little while to build up some infrastructure to do that.
I definitely, I should have put down all of the stretch goals on the announcements a couple months before, and I'm still committed to all those commitments. Essentially just a single player and a more polished experience of what we already have.
Yeah. This is interesting. Sardines and splares and the fly spawners. We've got the rock, paper, scissors, and more beetles with sardines thrown in there. Nice. Solid,
not bad.
Solid fundamentals. It'll be interesting to see how Cable 19 responds to that. He's got his own sardines as well, because everybody loves the sardines. They're just such a fun unit.
I feel like they might be one of the most picked units. We'll have to like do the stats later, but I feel like they're one of the most.
Yeah, I love them because when they run out of units, you can go sell and get some money back. But they're also kind of a crappy wall when the can is just sitting there empty. You know, they don't really get one hit, especially if you've sprinkled some cannons among them. It's nice.
Oh, Bumbler is a good pick from him, I think. This is actually. Oh, he's not gonna do it.
He scared him off.
He's like, yeah. He's like, the developer approved of that. I want to go against the grain. Okay, so on the left we got Juice, on the right we got Cable 19. We got the early cells at the beginning.
He's just bumping out banks.
Yes.
Keeping up with those. That's great. Cable 19's got a spawner already. Is responding appropriately. I'm not too worried about those spawners. They will break through that one cannon at the top, so Juice needs to keep an eye on that, but it'll take a minute. There goes the ants out of that spawner. That'll take care of the splitters nicely. Okay, Juice is diversifying his spawning, which is good. That's something that Cable 19 does not necessarily do super well. He'll place a bunch of spawners near each other, and then run and do great micro, but then he's just got one little hive cluster, and then he's got a separate cluster. He doesn't mix them so much, I've noticed. And Juice is doing a little better at that, which might be advantage.
That was a smart warp and teleport back to base from Cable. If someone's running towards your base, just teleport back.
Yeah.
Because, yeah.
Okay, Juice has a pretty significant bank advantage. He's up by a third.
Ooh, yeah.
Into a bunch of sardines, which is pretty wise, I think. The sardines are a nice wet ball that's hard to push through when they cluster up like that. Let's see if he can also pull out some. Oh!
This is definitely looking good for Juice. Because he's also ahead on Soup. And he also has he also has portals while Cable only has the hives.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely Jutes has the better selection of units.
Better against his opponent at least.
Yeah, he is the counter. He is the anti-meta being what he's currently has selected, because the Bumblers are good against the Roar Beetles since the Roar Beetles can't reach them. He just has to make sure he has walls of toast, or in this case, sardine can. Yeah.
Sardine cans are just bread that spawns crappy things. I love it.
Yeah. They're really good.
I guess they're toast that spawns crappy things because they cost 10 times as much bread.
They're actually like have more resistance to boom toast because they're also edible, so ants can't eat them. They can't go through them super fast.
Oh, we got an ant churn.
Yep, this is not looking good.
Oh no.
We got the Bumbler cluster.
Juice is having pathfinding problems. I don't think it'll be devastating.
No, because he's got the. This is what happens when you don't have UFOs or garlic launchers. The Bumblers just dominate.
Nobody touched the central bank.
That was a fast
great.
one.
Well, it wasn't even that fast. It was just both players had to respond to each other constantly, and Juice won out. That was great.
That
took
good.
3 or 4 minutes, which for Peanut Butter Jelly Wars is slightly above average time, I think. That was cool.
Now the question is, will Juice be able to make a comeback? Will he be able to make it to the winners? And by the way, we're not having a 2 matches thing at the end.
Just best out of 5.
Current score, it's Juice has 1 and Cable has 1-0.
So it's 1 to 0. Juice ahead.
It's 1-0, yep. Yeah, the sardines in the can are being used a lot. If Cable loses, he can always say it's because we never got Psycrabs back.
Ah, yeah.
You guys blame it on that.
That's his copium.
I'll take the I'll take the blame. Okay. Yeah, I feel pretty good about these selection of units. We kind of got a lot of options. We kind of cover most of the basics here. The only thing that the vanilla menu doesn't really have is a really long range artillery unit, except for the garlic launcher, I guess. But yeah.
Yeah, I think it's probably a good thing.
They're very hard to balance long range units. It's really hard to balance them in this game.
Yeah, I like that most things are closer range. You have to pay attention to where your captain is.
Mm-hmm. Oh. Yeah, the Ant Splayer is Ant Splayer Bumbler is a very popular combo for Cable. The Splares and the Bumblers go very well together because the Bumblers have very high DPS, but they're not the most tanky units for their cost. And we could even potentially get Nomageddon too from Cable, depending on how things go. And players are starting to realize it's the spam of Piggy Bank Red at the beginning.
Yeah. I wonder if
We got more.
That bank spam is ever going to change. If there's ever going to be a meta where we don't want to build things immediately. I don't think there is. Especially if you're in back in calculus class. There you get banks going. We're going to have at the end. That hurts.
That was devastating.
Wow.
I think Cable's mistake was he used the Bumbler to defend himself, and Bumblers are just not very good in micro situations.
They stop and they shoot at one thing slowly.
Yeah, they're very easy to dodge.
In a swarm, they're fantastic, but if you can't pump out a swarm, not a good defense.
Dang, Juice might be heading to the grand finals if Cable can't. Oh, yeah.
No, it's not over yet.
It's not over yet, but it's
pretty much over.
Looks like he's gonna try to rush. Oh, he's trying to rebuild.
Banks, what are you doing, David? What are you doing? No.
GG. Oh no, I heard something in the back. He's like, oh no. Oh no. GG.
Wow, that was a devastating upset.
Oh, I don't know. I don't know if it'll come up or not. That was rough. Oh. Okay, so it's Juice versus Exiani at the end. That's insane.
Wow.
Yeah. We can bring in Juice. Yeah, I mean Cable. Yeah, we can invite Cable. I don't know if we can. If he comes up, he'll have to bring a chair because he only got one chair up here. I'll be right back. Hold on 1 second.
All right. Yeah, that was great. TK, what are your thoughts on that? If you have a minute to jump in.
Hello.
Hey.
Yeah, it's been pretty crazy so far.
Yeah, I'm excited to see how this goes. I think Juice may be able to counter Exiani's aggressive steamrolling if he can pester him early on in the beginning and upset his planning. Planning is where Exiani tends to win. That's my hypothesis. He does exactly what he wants in the beginning, and if it works out, then he's got this giant tower of banks that he can just knock you over with.
Yeah. The interesting thing too about these two players is obviously these two are the ones that are probably the most active in playing scrims.
Yeah.
Yep.
So not only does it mean that these two players understand each other more, but can like fully plan ahead of time how to play against each other.
Yeah, this should be really great.
So Exiani says he can't control, but also this needs to be a best of 5, by the way, guys.
Yes.
And we're just doing the best of 5. Whoever wins this wins the tournament. So.
Okay. Let's see. Cable 19 is kicked.
Yeah,
he's just watching.
Does Cable
Oh,
19 want to
good
come
now.
on
Okay.
and talk
if you
for a
want-
bit?
If you want to, if he will, you can try and invite him. He might talk from his phone.
Sure.
You can ask him. Oh,
Oh,
Cable's
there he
here.
goes.
Ah. Congratulations
How
on
goes
your
it?
loss, Cable 19. I mean, sorry for your loss. I'm trying not to
Good
celebrate.
lord.
I'm trying not to celebrate the king losing his crown, but it is nice.
I was rooting for you. What's that?
Thank you.
You're welcome. That was a good
That
match
was-
to watch, though. That was very surprising. You both played very well, and I just flipped the table on you. I felt like.
Oh yeah.
I could definitely see how that last match could be frustrating.
Yeah, it is what it is. I've done it to a lot of people.
Yeah.
What did you think about playing against Juice? What did you like about the way he played?
I liked how he let me build banks at the beginning, and then I was able to get some stuff up. Wasn't really till 20, 30 banks in that he started doing his moves, and that's how I like to play too, so it was kind of nice to play at the same pace as someone.
It's not like Exiani who like, oh, you have 8 banks up. I want to rush you now.
Yeah.
What do you think about Exiani? You also played him during the first round of the tournament. How do you think about his play style?
Exiani is hard to predict because he just builds
guess
all
no-
the banks and he can go a number of different ways with it. You just got to make sure you don't get locked in with it. It's really hard to not get locked in when you're focusing on 2 other things.
I can feel the adrenaline.
Very well said. Thank you.
Just control it right now.
Yes.
Exiani is doing
Oh
really
no! Oh, he got the wall up. He's got the wall
Yeah,
up.
he got up to
We're already
12.
gonna get into the first match.
So this is actually important. If you want to like have a more conservative sell at the beginning, only sell the front, not the side,
Yeah,
because it's actually the sides are much more vulnerable than the front,
yeah, because the
which
cannons
seems
don't have to take time to
counterintuitive.
move.
But yeah,
Okay, Juice is selling that chrome cannons. That's great. He knows he's losing the bank battle right now, and he's catching up. Exiani is not doing a lot of aggression
seeing a little bit of a push here onto the onto the bottom side here from Juice, but
Exiani just blew some money against the wall of sardines, and I don't think the sardines are going to cost a lot if he can resell those empty cans in the back, which is
Got some.
a lot of focus is here on the bottom, though. We're seeing a lot. Don't know how much Exiani is going to be able to counter here against the push going on top, though.
the bank disadvantage is pretty high in climbing.
Yeah, we got only 5 more piggy banks till Nomageddon.
See what Exiani can do here as the Sardines get a push in. He's going to put some Splairs and some Mans down to maybe push it back a little bit here.
He's got to go up to the top and make Exiani spend some cash and stop
I think it's too late. Nomageddon has arrived. It's Nomageddon.
The breach has already started. He's getting a lot of
Ooh, but he's got
leeway
piggy
here.
banks. Can he come back? Can he come back?
Okay,
He's microing.
That's the way to do
Oh, he's got it. This is not good.
Some touches here onto the base.
Okay, he's got to build a wall.
has the bank advantage.
Oh,
The bumbler's too
Unfortunate.
fat.
teleported back at the wrong time.
Yeah.
This is why you need toast, guys.
Yeah. Ouch.
This is why you need toast. Oh, this is actually okay. Welcome, Randy. Thanks for watching. I thought it was my wife, but it's actually my brother-in-law.
Nice.
It's good to see you. Hopefully you're enjoying. Yes.
So if I were Juice right now, I would be picking a small stage that's not King's Kitchen, which sounds really unspecific, but I know that Exiani has a lot of experience at King's Kitchen, and he loves to rush there because the sides are open and he can split attention along the sides. So I would maybe choose Giant's Globe, but get up in the Sandstorm as quickly as possible so it feels smaller. Yeah, he did choose Giant's Globe. Let's see what he does with it.
Going with the same strat too. He's got the same. He's using the same units.
The Nomageddon strat.
Seems like that's what's going to be happening here. It seems like what we need to be looking for is how is Juice going to answer this strategy? What does he have that he can use to be able to hold against the gnome push and also have enough damage to be able to get past the beetles? Those are the two things that we really need to find an answer for here.
I think he's thinking the same thing right now. He's consulting his crystal ball and trying to strike an impossible balance, maybe. It's interesting that he chose cupcakes, because he tends to use those to boost spawners and maybe his initial cannons, but he doesn't use them a lot aggressively, and that's what I think we're going to need to see from Juice to topple Exiani. Like I was saying earlier, if Exiani has the opportunity to plan, his plan usually works, so you need to get in his face and stop him from planning. Maybe. Exiani's undefeated, so this is just a theory.
It's not a bad build from Juice, but the thing is the UFO startup can be kind of slow. So this will be an interesting showcase. Because I did the first time Exiani did the Nomageddon strat. That was the pre-nerf. That was like when the UFOs were nerfed, and since then I've re-buffed them back to their normal state.
Here they go, both pushing in. We see honey cannons.
Oh,
Exiani not doing any damage though, so Juice is able to win the push.
Exiani is out of money. Wow!
Russian Giant's Globe, that never happened. That never happened.
Giant's Globe. Wow! I love this game. That was great.
Oh my gosh.
He's in a lot of trouble now, though. He has to find some way to get rid of all these cannons, but he doesn't have the money for it. He only has 7.
Have a jar. Holy cow!
That is insane.
That's crazy.
Not over yet, but man, it's over.
It's going to be really tricky, but it's definitely a possibility that if he can
Juice has 22 banks.
get the banks down.
If I were Juice, I would just go build a bunch of banks, put the nail in his coffin.
You don't want to give him too much space, though. If you give him too much space here, then he's able to bunker down like he is right now, and it gives him the opportunity.
That's true. Nomageddon is a ranged tactic. He doesn't have to put his captain at risk to send out beetles with no speed.
That was sorry. I had to step up for a bit, but it looks like the jar got destroyed, which I kind of missed.
Yeah, I had to go take a breath and use his inhaler after that intense.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dang, that like never happens. Like you never see rushes in this game.
I'm
Unfortunate.
Sure
The walls are down. Does he have enough to retaliate against the flies and ants pushing?
Yep. And
Before
so
it
now
becomes
what he
too
needs-
late.
Yep. And those hives are very well placed. Oh wow.
Juice is building the bank advantage, which is exactly what he needs to keep that lead that he's got. He's forcing Exiani to respond. Hopefully he's watching now and seeing that Exiani is building banks and getting closer to that Armageddon, but he's still a lot of banks away from the 60 or so that he needs to do that. So I think Juice is pretty safe and he's close to that 60 himself. There he goes. He can pump
So.
one UFO every
Oh.
3 seconds, I believe.
Mhm.
Looks like he's starting. He's got his first few
He
down
needs those
here.
UFOs out.
There we go.
Because if he lets him get to 60 piggy banks, Snowmageddon can get started, and it's going to be hard for him to come back. But I think he can get it before it's just started.
I think those UFOs will seal the deal.
And he's definitely going to do friendly fire.
He's gonna try it. He's gonna try it here. He's gonna see what he can get with it.
Okay, he got some of those UFOs.
Or if Juice just kited that beetle away on purpose, then it worked out.
He's just pushing with gnomes. He's trying to keep him back.
But those
Is it
flies,
enough?
yeah. Yeah, I don't. Oh, he got rid of the UFOs. He got rid of the UFOs, but those flies make it really hard. He gets hit by one of those. I thought that gnome was gonna blow up on him.
Juice is just playing it safe back in the base, because why wouldn't he?
Oh,
he got hit.
unfortunate. He got hit by cannon shot.
Gee, that was
Wow.
hype. Wow. That early rush. So Cable shared me a funny meme. It was the Thor versus Hela and Thor Ragnarok, and it shows Exiani being Hela. And he's like, "You can't defeat me." And then Thor's like, "I know, but he can." And then it says rushing.
Yeah, yep. Rushing when
So,
he doesn't expect it.
Yep.
Man, rushing a giant's globe, we don't see that.
It's valid.
Yeah. Thought he was safe in his little turtle shell, and he was not. In comes the
Looks like we're gonna see the same build, but
thingy that scooped turtles out of their shells.
They're running it back. Exiani is wanting that rematch.
yeah, he feels confident with his build. It's definitely gonna be harder to get through now. Yeah, it looks like he locked it up good this time. Okay, he's gonna get the early hive clusters up. And that steady flow of flies coming from the 3 o'clock position.
It's gonna help unless Exiani runs out and drops a splitter. That's all it'll take to kill all those hives.
Oh, Exiani with the push here. Get some cannons down, and unfortunately he's going to die for that. Not too much is probably going to be able to come from that. It's enough pressure, though, where he's able to get the bank lead now.
Yes.
Just see if he can hopefully turn that into...
Juice is selling his back cannons to build banks. That's a good pivot.
Very smart. He does not need those cannons up there. Yeah, he's gonna try to get some
Which I
rush.
think is gonna help to get through those cannons. I think the cannons are gonna point at the lead sardine and let the back sardines get through before they're slowed down. Maybe make it through that honey mess.
This is looking very scary for Juice. We're only 10 banks away from Armageddon.
Yeah, Juice needs to prepare to spread bubblers fast to counter those gnomes. He needs to spread
yeah, he's already
bubblers
got
against
it.
the gnomes and kite the beetles away. Yeah, I think it's
And now he's ready.
So now he's just gotta
Starting
be
with a
able to
split
counter.
push here.
Okay.
Probably to get rid of the flies, but here comes the gnome. Here comes the gnome push here.
Let's see how this plays out.
Yeah, let's see if the real estate grab that Juice is making is gonna help.
It's hard to see
Maybe
what's
he's making a
happening.
little bit of a dent here, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah, it's
Too
hard
much
to tell with
quite
the funnel
yet.
board.
The gnomes are not Fantastic.
We're seeing a roar beetle make its way through, and there goes the Banks. Does he have enough to be able to take that down?
Yes, he got some
He's
bumblers.
gonna try. The Banks are going down quick. That's not good for him. If he loses too many Banks, then it's just over. He's able to hold off for now. With the amount of super he still has, it's enough units to be able to at least hold him steady until he can get caught back up. Oh, there's the unfortunate Norm. Gets him down as well. That's a lot of roar beetles.
Built toast instead of bread. That cost him a lot.
Well, the toast needed to stop the roar beetles.
Oh no,
Yeah,
with the
this
ants
is
too.
too much.
That might be it here.
Yep, you can't
Wow.
defend against it. It's
That's a
no
game
Mageddon-
for Exiani, though. We're still here.
Wow.
That's true. Yeah, it's it's not over
1
yet.
to 2 in best out of 5. Yeah.
That was quite the clutch up from Exiani there.
He wanted to prove that the Nomageddon was still valid.
It definitely is if you have a strong defense.
It's definitely the right strat here.
Just don't get rushed at the beginning.
Yeah.
One
Juice gets
small
to pick
mistake.
here too.
I feel like
What would be a good map here, you think, for Juice to pick?
Yeah, I think he picked round picnic.
Not this one.
You think not?
If he wants to go against Nomageddon, I think you want to go to King's Kitchen, or King's Kitchen would be a good one. It's going to be too hard for him to get enough piggy banks to do it.
To go against.
But
Nomageddon.
there is a strategy to go against Nomageddon though. I don't think I don't know if Juice is aware of it, but the best counter is actually garlic launchers, because if they touch if the gnomes touch any part of the cloud, they instantly die. So you can so the cloud of garlic acts as a shield for your walls of toast, and then you spam bumblers to take out the roar beetles. But it's very difficult to pull off because you have to keep a constant cloud of garlic constantly.
Yeah.
It's a very expensive strategy.
But the other strat is just to go have more roar beetles than them, because the roar beetles are boom proof. That's probably the next best strat, is just have more piggy banks than them and spam roar beetles.
Ooh, Juice, he's getting some cannons down here on the
Oh,
piggy
you
banks.
can't get
Did he
him.
get anything? Oh,
Oh! Nothing
it's
happened.
like maybe he touched one there, but it's not enough to really cause any dent in the economy here.
I think Juice is trying to pressure Exiani so he can't build banks well, and that seems to kind of be working. He's dropping some. I guess bread and honey cannons are not a lot of financial pressure, but he's spent a little bit of time grabbing that real estate in the walls. He could have spent this in banks. Maybe Juice could kill him with 1,000 cuts. We'll see.
What do you think about Sardines being able to counter this strategy?
I
Do you think it does anything to help with that?
I think it can help in the early game in the sense that it can prevent them from. It can provide early pressure. I think. Yeah,
It seemed like the wall was maybe impenetrable here, but now these ants are getting really close.
Exiani's
gonna have to do
frozen,
something here.
Apparently Exiani's frozen. It doesn't look like he's frozen, but Arden Cat said Exi's frozen.
Seems like
Is he
both
still
maybe had a
frozen?
little bit of lag there. Looks like we're okay though.
Yeah, I think
Caught
Juice
up. Okay, good.
second too.
Okay, good. Thank you, Arden Cat.
Sardine push there. That's gonna be
Ooh, this is-
real bad.
Oh, this is gonna be tight.
Wow, look at.
The Splayers are gonna do a lot to help with that.
I'm looking at the big.
Oh, he's starting with the gnomes. He's got a roar beetle out to make the defense.
That's good micro.
The big difference is 34 to 55, but the soup is 1100 to nothing. Juice
And
might
look
have
at the
this
unit.
race.
Juice has hit the unit cap at 150, but he can still spawn normal ones after. But
Wow.
now it went down.
Not a bad strategy there from Exiani, throwing down the honey cans, and it's enough to be able to hold off for now while he's able to get more units out. Throws the ants out, building up some cannons here, maybe enough damage to be able to pull the wall back for him. He's able to hold for now. He's got the money. Oh, there's a couple of gnomes.
There
Oh,
we
that's
go.
some good damage there, but it did some damage to its own units. He's gonna have to be able to recover that as well now.
He's got 5 units out versus 120. This is. Oh, and Juice is caught up on banks at 62.
These roar beetles and gnomes are really doing the work,
so
though.
good.
Those numbers
so
are
good.
starting to slowly work their way down.
And look at the map. Like before, it was like, Goose was right on his tail, but now it's even. Now it's just like Exiani's gaining the lead.
Juice needs to sell those empty cans.
He just keeps it going. The war beetles are holding him back long enough for the gnomes to be able to do the damage to push the wall back.
Juice is getting over $1,000 so they can endlessly spawn ants never he could make a
Yeah. Spamming
Still
ants
trying
has actually
for it,
been
though.
working.
Yeah. Ants with the sardines and with them.
Yeah.
Those
Ooh,
ants
it's
have really done a good job.
Wow.
This is anybody's
I-
game, and Juice is
we got the
responding to
flies.
that wave of counter ants with the flies exactly as he should.
So I've been trashing on the. Oh,
Gosh,
Oh, wow.
the counterplay is crazy.
oh my god!
The back and forth is crazy. He's just pushing in a little bit. He's getting work. There's just so many honey cannons to get through.
Juice has to rebolster his sardine
Yeah.
cans too. They only spawn 15 before they stop. None of those are coming out.
Exiani is holding. He's trying his best.
We got the
Sending out some gnomes. He's sending out some roar beetles.
Oh, that was an expensive gnome
Making a
spawn.
dent.
Oh
Oh my goodness!
This is so insane.
Wow. They're gonna crash the game.
It's so close.
Great. Oh my god!
The back and forth is insane.
This is a crazy match.
We went
Every
into this
second
thinking Nomageddon was impenetrable. We went into this thinking there wasn't an answer, but Juice found it. He's able to
Yeah.
answer it. Every time he finds a way. He finds a way to counter. He finds a way to catch up.
I think the flies are actually pretty good against Nomageddon too. The flies and the ant combo.
The Pumbler's
That was-
do enough damage to bring down the roar beetles quickly too.
That,
This really seems to be the right way to be able to hold him off.
yeah.
It's interesting that
Overwhelmed
Exiani
them so
kind of
much.
stopped with the things, but like he's at 66 and has been for a while. And Juice is right there suffocation. I wonder if that'll put the tide.
I definitely think these honey cannons are making it really hard. I wonder if Juice would have an easier time if he had flares. But I don't know, it's hard to say.
These honey cannons definitely are doing the work, I believe.
Yeah, that might actually help him win.
Seems like the honey cannon economy seems to be what holds it. If Exiani can get enough honey cannons down, it makes it harder for Juice to be able to push. But if Juice is able to push through the honey cannons, then he really puts Exiani into a corner where he has to play desperate.
Ooh, he got in.
Here comes the push. He's getting the banks
Yeah.
down. He's into the base.
He got it.
Does Juice have enough?
If you find the space and the time, you can get a bunch of them.
He's under the jar.
I think he's got it. Oh, now he's stun locked.
Wow.
Yeah.
Unfortunate.
GG, we have our champion.
That's a
second
game
time
5.
champion. Oh, I think that was. Yeah, that was it.
ga-
'cause-
Yeah, Exiani.
Was it?
wow.
Yeah.
I thought that was game 5. I thought
That was
we'd
game
have a game
4.
5. Yeah.
Wow.
And he won 3 times. It's because it's best of 5.
They both only won 2.
Oh no,
Juice won the first 2.
And Exiani won the first one.
He did?
He won Ulrich's domain. Yes.
That's right, he did.
Now, if If Exiani wants to, I don't know how much time we have. He can do a match against me if he wants. We can do that if he wants to.
I want to see him go against Juice again.
I
That was fantastic.
That was
Honestly,
such
that
a
was really
close
good.
last match. That was,
it was a very
crazy.
Oh, there was a solid 90 seconds. We couldn't see anything.
Uh-oh.
That's hilarious.
Yeah, I think they both lagged out a little bit, but that was a very skillful match for both of them, even with the lag.
We can invite Juice and Exiani on real quick. Talk.
We'll start with Juice. We'll bring him on first.
Hey, guys.
Hello, Juice.
Hey, Juice.
Congratulations on finding the Achilles heel of the new gnome meta.
Yeah,
Early
you
rush.
I know,
really
I was
found a good
like-
counter for that.
Adam
Yeah,
had
I was
this-
just thinking in the middle of the match, I was like, these bumblers cost twice as much as ants, and I might as well try that. So that's
Yeah.
cool.
I had to
Yep.
step away and reapply deodorant when you did an early rush on Giant's Globe. That
Yeah.
never happens, and you destroyed him with an early rush. That was great.
I barely snuck through. I think it was pretty much just luck.
Yeah.
I mean, you did it, so you
Yeah.
you own it.
Yeah, those are good
I-
games.
That was like probably my favorite moment. Getting to see the rush on Giant's Globe. That like never happens. It's usually really easy to block that off, but you're able to squeeze in there, which is great.
Well, he tried to block it with Exiani tried to block it with honey cannons mostly, and you were covered in
Mhm.
honey while you microed around the initial base cannons, and that micro just happened to work. That was great.
Yeah, I noticed that he kept picking honey cannons, but that in the end, the final match, that did kind of overwhelm my ant strategy though. So
Yeah.
I think honey cannons with gnomes and roar beetles is essential.
Yeah, the honey makes the units group up, so the gnomes can blow them up more. Yeah.
Yeah.
I wonder how that would have worked if you would have picked the Splair Juice.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Because
point. If I just had ants, flies, and
instant kill
squares.
honey cannons, yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
But he might
Maybe
have
we
been
just
able to
go back to
respond with
the-
ants.
Yeah, maybe we just go back to the individual triad units.
Mhm.
Yeah, I know. It always goes back. But that was good. What are your
Congratulations
thoughts
on
on
second place, Juice.
Oh yeah,
Thanks.
congrats.
All right, let's bring in our winner.
Yes.
Hello.
Congratulations, Exiani. Very well.
Congratulations.
That last match was crazy.
We were probably all up out of our seats at that point, man. It was,
Screaming into the mic.
We were-
and crying.
we were
Yeah.
all crazy for it.
What
a way to end the tournament, though.
Great.
What are your thoughts on having the Nomageddon strategy beaten with an early rush?
It makes me more mindful of where I am in the moment. I can always just try to, I think the counter to that is just, be more mindful and trying to ward off the rush and not trying to get as many banks down as quickly, because that's sometimes the weakness too.
Yeah.
Also, liked how he kind of weaved around my honey cannons, because I'd use those to try to slow him down, but that didn't work, obviously.
Yeah, he said in the chat a few regular cannons mixed in with honey. Yeah.
Yeah, I do like that. This is what I try to do is if I see a macro strategy or a late game strategy, a lot of times I will try to rush to prevent it from even happening. So I liked that was done against myself too.
Yeah, that was fun to see. I noticed that in that last match, you had somewhat of a bank advantage at around 57, and then you pivoted to building giant layers of honey cannon walls. What were your thoughts there? I noticed that you eased up on building banks and just switched to honey cannons.
Oh, I wasn't even aware I was building banks because of that glitch. I was just pressing buttons, and then all of a sudden, all those banks showed up.
That's a nice surprise. That's
Um,
hilarious.
yeah, no, I'm I came back and I'm like, oh man, I'm just gonna be dead at this point. I wasn't dead, and then I saw that 57 banks. I'm like, I must have been pressing banks a lot.
Nice.
So yeah, the honey cannons were because the Nomageddon strategy didn't seem to be progressing. So I wanted to try to inch forward slowly because I knew that the ants wouldn't be able to get through that fast. And then every time flies were released, I wanted to release a bunch of splayers with this to alpha counter the bumblers, and then also release my own ants to kill the slowed ants because they'll have. I don't know if they have an advantage or not, but then slowly build that wall forward and try to take over real estate, and then put some more cannons down so my ants don't get taken out as easily as the other ants because cannons could take some of them out, and then slowly move that wall left. So that was my plan at that point.
Yeah, that makes sense. It worked in the end. You got that wall moved, and I feel like one thing that maybe we should have you both on and you can talk about it, but I feel like Juice missed an opportunity by not selling sardine cans. But maybe that's not true because he was so busy having to spawn ants. You can't push A and B at the same time.
Yeah, you can't. Yeah, there's an opportunity cost in what your captain's doing, where it's because you have to. We talked about this a little bit in the resources podcast, where your micro is a resource. You can't be in two places at once. But it's hard to say. Juice requested to speak.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, I thought about selling the sardines, but then I was like, it's sort of just real estate I already own, and if the gnomes run into those, that's great.
No, that's true.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Stop gnomes like bread or toast. Yeah.
Because if my honey cannons are there and his sardine cans are right next to them, then the honey cannons will blow up as well. So you want it to be as close to me as possible.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, and another thing is let's see. Oh yeah, I was gonna say I think I could have mixed in other things besides the sardine. I think I was relying on that to try to build real estate, but it got overwhelmed by the gnomes pretty easily.
Yeah, and then after a while I realized the gnomes weren't really working. They weren't traveling long term as well, because you could kind of sometimes weave around them. I think that's what I saw. So that's why I tried to move the honey cannon wall.
Yeah.
Because I was afraid that you were going to get around one of my corners one of those times and then just kind of get in and beat me. So that's why I kind of switched gears there.
Yeah, I was really trying to kite those roar beetles, and that was like the hardest part, focusing on that while trying to keep my A button held down.
Yep.
That was a good pivot, though. If your strategy's not working, you can switch over to another one.
Yeah, that was probably the best game I played.
That was a really
get an accessibility controller so you can just step on the A button and stand there. Racing
that first Giants Globe one was also one of probably the best ones I played, just because of how long I survived after the jar got beat. So that was also pretty awesome.
That was crazy.
I was trying to build banks up. And I sort of got a good amount of banks built up. I just ran into the line of fire once and wasn't able to finish that up. But I was starting to get optimistic there.
Yeah, I was really scared, and I was basically like, what do I do now? Now that I can't get into that turtle? So I think I should have just placed a ton of hives. And
that would have been a good idea on the other side too, because I was really nervous about the flies.
The flies actually might be a decent counter to the gnomes because they shoot and they're so cheap they can potentially catch the gnome before they get too close, and they're
I noticed that too.
But that was really good.
Juice did very well with the vertical distribution of ants. I think maybe that was intentional too, because when the ants are clustered, like when your bumblers were clustered, they just all blew up at once to one gnome. You didn't really let that happen again with your ants or your bumblers.
Yeah, I think bumblers are a mistake against roar beetles if gnomes are present at all.
Yeah, I think they're a mistake if you're going to cluster them, but they might work better spread out. I'd like to see that pushed out in another tournament.
There is a strategy to do it. I could potentially try to show it off if Exiani wants to do the traditional versus the game developer at the time.
I never shied out from
Yeah. Do you want to do a best of 3 or best of 5? I don't know how much time we have. I don't know how much time you have, TK, and in my Firebird.
I'm good.
Sure.
I'm good with best of 5.
Okay, right. I'm going to. You can kick me out here. I'm afraid if I disconnect, I'm going to cancel the official chat. So I'm just going to mute myself and go downstairs. You can try to kick me if you want, but
I got it. I got you.
Yeah, cool.
All right, good luck, Exiani.
Yep, I'll
Yeah,
go
good
back
luck.
into the lobby, I guess.
Do you want to stay in and comment with us, Juice?
Sure, I can.
All right.
Okay, they both had invites. Looks like Hungry Apples has not accepted yet. He's hopefully he didn't fall down his stairs or anything. There he goes. Okay, don't worry. He's not. He's on.
It's Hungry Waffle.
He ran
now.
downstairs
Hungry
too.
Waffle, right.
He ran downstairs too quickly.
Yeah,
And he fell.
he just accepted, so he got back up again. Don't worry.
He got better.
I got better. I haven't watched that movie since I was in like high school. My goodness.
Wow. That was one of the first DVDs our family ever had.
Mhm.
I remember when I was a kid, VHSs were still like technically a thing. Hungry can't move, by the way. But we had this one. What I was saying was, we had this one VHS that was orange, and it was a specific episode of Blue's Clues that my younger brothers used to watch constantly. I just remember having to go and grab the orange VHS and put it in the player.
Alright, I'm just gonna reinvite both of them. Yeah, the orange VHSs were the best ones.
Right?
Regrets and
Always had the best episodes.
Yeah. Okay, we got Hungry Waffle on. We got Exiani back on. Cool. Alright, looks like they're both controlling.
Alright. Here we go. It'll be interesting to see what he decides his plan's gonna be to fight against this. To fight against this strat.
Yeah, he said he's going to King's Kitchen like he said he would.
He's got salt cannons this time. This may just be more so a King's Kitchen thing. So I feel like salt cannons usually work fairly well
Yeah,
on a King's Kitchen match.
I think lightsaber the war beetles might be very effective, but then you still have to deal with the gnomes. If the gnomes get hit with salt, then they blow up in your face, so what he's doing here.
Also seems like Exiana didn't even try to go for it this time. Understanding with King's Kitchen that it probably isn't a great idea. Oh. A little bit of pressure here. Try to put some sardines down early, but it doesn't seem to be doing much. The ants are dealing a lot of damage here.
Embarrassed in his own kitchen.
Looks like he's recovering a bit, though. He's not too far behind on banks anymore.
Still anybody's game.
Exiana really hasn't cornered, though.
I think that combination with cannons and ants in a rush is, I think it's overlooked a bit too much. I think it's really powerful.
Yeah.
What a map we have here.
Yeah, the cannons, the basic cannons right in the enemy base at the beginning of the game is really annoying. You have to stop it.
Yeah.
Completely get rid of all of them or you lose all your banks.
Yeah, and then you follow up with
Bumbler
ants,
coming in.
because like if your opponent tries to handle the cannons with splares, that's like the answer to that.
Yeah. These two cells.
Doesn't seem like the Bumbler did a whole ton here for him, though.
Yeah.
Exiana
he's got
still
too
has
many
major
cannons
control.
Oh, salt cannons too. I'm happy to see Exiani use the salt cannon. I don't think he uses it much.
Adam heard that man break and his heart rate went up.
He's gonna try and get some more banks down. It's gonna be tricky though. Exiani has so much control over the map that he can't really do much. Oh, unfortunate.
He had nowhere to go even if he didn't have the money for it.
Yep.
Going to picnic this time. And here it is.
Trying to replicate that final match.
Let's see what happens this time. He's brought the garlic with him this
Garlic.
time. He believes that the garlic will help a lot if he can do it properly. See if he can work his plan in well here. See, and he put a little bit of pressure in here. He's already got some honey cannons down. We already know how that helps him out. That's a lot of real estate for Exiani. Oh.
Is that a
Ooh.
no already?
So initial gnome coming out here.
Wonder if that was intentional.
No, I don't think it was. That just says
That could have cost him a
Got
lot.
caught. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah,
Liquid
now
players
we've got
went passive.
Adam way ahead on banks.
Yeah. Yeah, like 25% this is
$5,000 finger slip.
The soups are down to 0.
I don't feel like Exiani is too worried about necessarily being caught too behind early. It seems like both playstyles here have to kind of wait for a little bit of cash to come in before they can really do a lot of damage.
I think
Yeah.
it's that, and they also respect each other's ability to counteract rushes on this stage, especially.
Yeah,
That's
there's not
also
much,
fair.
not much
The other
you can
players
get around.
watching the map, yeah.
It's crazy to see them
It's
just
no
both.
getting time. He's at critical mass.
I think it's 61, isn't it? Where you can just easily spawn.
It's like somewhere between like 60 and 70. I don't remember exactly it is. Oh, here it comes the first push here. There's the second.
I tried the toast and bread too. Didn't work too well for me. Garlic cannons might.
He's got a garlic cannon. Oh, unfortunate pathing there.
Yeah.
Garlic cannons are really gonna make this rough now.
I see the defensive advantage, but how is Adam ever going to get through? He's just busy with
That might be bundlers. He spreads them out. Oh,
Gianni's pushing in hard here.
that's over.
Unfortunate. It looks like he's got too much.
Garlic doesn't have friendly fire, if I remember right. But it
Not
really
anymore.
standing there.
The answer was a good answer there.
Yeah.
That was the answer.
I think they did a best of 3 instead of a best of 5, but
I think they did.
I think that's okay.
Adam's back. Back with his tail between his legs. Let's see. I was kind of devastated that we didn't see some gigantic meta-shattering turnaround.
We almost did.
Yeah. Yeah, I think if the
If
garlic
it wasn't
cannons
for
came
those
out,
meddling honey cannons.
and their little dog too.
It seems very much like it's the very specific units that work together really well.
Yeah.
That he picks, because he picks the same units every time. It's the ant splitter plus the honey cannon that helps to
I
set up
thought we're doing a
for
best
it.
of 5. I still had it in me.
Oh yeah.
What happened to the best of 3? I thought we were doing a best of 5.
So you threw that one because you knew you had more to go, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
100%.
yeah.
I thought that we were doing best of 5 too. I don't remember clicking what one of these.
Yeah.
Must have been a misclick.
we could do one more best of 3. We could probably call it, I guess. If you want to see what I was trying to do, you should go on the YouTube video on the channel, the Garlic Cannon Strikes Back, and go to the picnic zone, and you can see how that counters the Nomageddon strat.
Yeah.
However, what got me was that ant rush. So
Yeah.
Yeah, that surprised me too. I didn't even realize he was back there, and then ants were eating a jar.
I didn't have enough cannons set up. What I should have done is I should have put the cupcakes by the cannons.
Yes.
I don't know if I did close enough. But the bumblers weren't attacking fast enough.
Yeah. Sad.
That was nerve-wracking. I've never had I don't think I've also ever had a King's Kitchen successful rush against you, at least in a while. So
Yeah, I know.
It's
It's
good
been a
practice.
while.
because you usually hold off really well, like I was really nervous there.
It's
Yeah, I
just-
was actually feeling, even after you got my first bank count, I was feeling pretty confident, but I just wasn't able to get in as much as I wanted to. Normally my sardines punish you from overcommitting.
Yeah,
but
true.
yeah.
I was trying to be mindful, trying to make sure that you weren't going to run over and try to, get in the back door, like kind of a Cable 19 did that. I think at like the second match or whatever, where he almost got my jar.
Yeah. But anyway, I'll try to explain what I was trying to do. So the garlic launcher, it creates the cloud, and it kind of acts like a shield for the bumbler, because as long as they're in there, the gnomes really have a hard time really getting super close in and killing on the bumblers. So the reason why the bumblers are essential is because the UFOs are just too slow. I mean, I think that maybe they're not if you're really good at the game, but the bumblers are there to counteract the roar beetles, and they're supposed to counteract the ants. But I guess I didn't do it. It probably still needs some fine tuning, but the thing is, though, the garlic launcher is pretty much the counter against the Nomageddon or just a bunch of roar beetles or rushing. That seems to be the counter. But I actually
I will
have a
say-
feeling that
Oh, go ahead.
I actually think right now the garlic launcher might be the best unit in the game if they are at least the best unit in the late game. If you can get something set up, it's just really hard to set them up. They're definitely like the hardest unit to use in the main menu.
Yeah, it's stressful when that timer's going down.
Yep.
The timer's almost down when I got through too. There was almost another garlic cloud. I don't know if it wouldn't have made a difference, but it was like at like 210 or whatever.
Well, it turned around and shot your ant swarm, and it didn't really matter.
Oh,
Because
so
they're,
it did
they're
go up.
garlic
Okay.
proof. Ants are garlic proof. All the creeping bugs are garlic proof.
Mhm.
I feel pretty good though, because I will say, even though the garlic launcher, when I say like they might be like the best unit in the late game, I will say that the garlic launcher is very bad in the early mid game. It's just too unreliable and too slow and expensive.
Yeah.
As far as
That's
we
a
know.
probability thing.
As far as we know. Yeah.
Something I did try differently though is I tried pushing forward a little more in the picnic stage specifically when I knew that just hanging back and releasing the roar beetles and gnomes wasn't going to work. So that's something I definitely tried to do differently on purpose. So that also could have contributed to that last match too. That's also what I did against Juice too when I saw it wasn't going to work. So that's another thing that's interesting to explore, I guess.
What I also find fun about this meta is I noticed that the cupcake seems less relevant now.
Yeah, I kind of use it as a crutch still, but I was like, it's not super needed with the sardines.
I think it.
Am I
turned
supposed to
into a
still be
really
playing
great
right now,
advantage
or?
with sardines. I just was idling so the YouTube stream doesn't get boring. But yeah, you can
Oh,
play
yeah.
there if you want. I could.
It froze on my end. I might have time for a best of one, but other than that, we can call it too. Yeah.
It's up to you. I'm good to stick around.
No, it's okay. I'll call it. Exiani will join the club with TK of beating the champion after the tournament. So
Wow. Wow.
Woohoo!
Congrats.
Hooray.
I mean, on a technicality, like because we didn't get to do the best of 5.
No, it's okay. It's okay. The other ones didn't get a best of 5, so yeah. Oh
I thought they did. I guess.
no, some of the
just
most of
take
them were
the win. You got it.
Oh, okay. Well, good games.
Dang it, that was that ant rush. But yeah, cool. Any last thoughts in the meta? I feel pretty good about it. There really are no like balance changes I really want to make. The only one that I'm considering, but I don't even know if this is even necessary, is so the garlic launcher is based off the gas cannon in the original build. And the gas cannon used to make it have the ability where if a gnome touches the gas cloud, instead of blowing up, it just disintegrates. I removed that because I thought I felt like that was too much of a nerf for gnomes, which at that time I thought weren't that good. But now I'm wondering if I should bring that back in just to make it more clear, like, hey, this is like a counter against that. So if like anything that dies in the garlic cloud that goes boom, just disintegrates and doesn't go boom. I don't know what you guys think about that. That's like the only balance change I could think of, but I don't know if it really changed that much. But
It's a great
maybe
idea
it's more
because you could use the gnomes to explode, like do a kamikaze then, and just blow up whatever's around you. Whereas if they just disintegrated, you wouldn't be able to do that.
it could go both ways because one, it'd be easier for you to blow up yourself, but it also would be an absolute perfect shield against them with your gnomes, even if they're at the for the perfect shield for the bumblers. Because even if the bumblers are in the cloud, like by the edge of the cloud, they still won't get hurt by it. But
what if you release the gnome inside the cloud next to bumblers when you kind of get past them before they shoot you, like, and then the boom, they're within boom radius. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't know if I'd have to explain that to me some other time. I don't know.
So
You
might blow
the
yourself
captain goes
up at
into
that
the
point.
opponent's garlic cloud, and there are bumblers from the opponent in. So bumblers, garlic cloud, and bumblers in the garlic cloud or near the edge or whatever. You can get to those bumblers and release a gnome. That gnome automatically blows up right away, and it takes out any bumblers you just happen to be near.
That would take yourself out too, so it's risky.
Yeah,
think-
but
Yeah.
that's why I said it could be a kamikaze. So you
Oh,
could
yeah,
still use it against opponent bumblers. Is my point.
I think
Yeah.
the
Yeah, I
gas-
guess the question is, do we want the garlic to be a hard counter against the gnome, or do we like it more that this is kind of more of a soft counter?
Or a secret third option. Enemy garlic should be a giant buff for the gnome explosions. Just hear me out. What if the gnome hits the gas cloud, the garlic cloud, and the garlic is extremely flammable and makes the explosion even bigger, or sets a field of gas on fire above the arena, so that terrain is totally unwalkable. That would be really fun to play against, possibly, because you could strategically place your garlic cannons so it shoots into the enemy base, and then they can't spawn gnomes from their base, or they'll destroy the whole thing. But if you
That
don't
would
place
be-
it
I
right,
like
then
that.
it makes the terrain unwalkable for X number of
It
seconds.
makes sense, but I think
I like
in
it.
practice that might be like a huge buff for the gnome because now it's like all my bumblers that I was relying on as a shield, but now it's like but that does like thematically make sense though.
Well,
I'll say.
it could be a buff for the garlic too, because you place garlic. If you place it in a way where it's going to shoot, a swarm of your enemy's buildings or units, then suddenly they can't put gnomes in there. Or you send your gnomes in, and the flammable garlic blows everything up. It could be a fun combo.
I'll have to
I
think
A
also
about
wall
just
of
that.
like
fire to shield against gnomes.
Yeah, I also just like explosions, so put some explosions in there.
Yeah, I'm totally on Firebird's side here.
Yeah,
I like that.
it would be fun to play with.
I think
even if
that's
it doesn't
better
work out
than
well.
them just blowing up in the middle. I don't know, making the garlic flammable.
Yeah, I'll have to.
Would it respond to Cupcake Flame though?
The thing is, would it hurt roar beetles, or roar beetles still be immune?
I think it should transform them into crispy roar beetles. I don't know. I don't know.
Orbeals that just run so much faster, and then they have less HP. They don't have their armor, but they run faster, and then they do more damage.
Yeah, like that one Pokemon, the Shedinja. Yeah.
Yeah. I think by a cockroach's nature, though, having survived being the animal that'll survive the nuclear holocaust or whatever, I would say just keep roar beetles immune.
Yeah, that's kind of why I feel like I don't know if I like the flammable idea from a gameplay balance point of view, because I feel like if that's the case, the gnomes are going to be like especially good, because I think in most cases whoever's going to win is whoever wins the real estate game, which might be good, but if you saw that one match we did, like it's the timing's so tight, it's like, I don't know, and like with the way that the garlic launcher works, you don't really push forward as much with it. You kind of have to establish some land, and then you kind of creep your way forward. And I feel like the person who's closest to it, which will be the person sending the garlic launcher, like they'll be in more danger to that flammable blast than anyone else, unless if you make that like a memory trail of where the gnome ran from and you make it explode in that direction. But I don't know if that makes any sense, though.
I don't like that as much, but it's cool. It just doesn't make that much sense, because it's the gas that gets lit and not the gnome's trail, from a logic standpoint. So
it doesn't really make sense because like the thought I had for like why the garlic could disintegrate the gnomes is that this garlic was designed in a lab to specifically counter the gnomes. That could be like the lore reason.
Yeah, that's why I like the idea of doing that. Like, because I like that it's a nerf against the gnome and will prevent him from blowing up units in the opponent's garlic cloud.
Yeah.
Oh, so were you saying that you liked the disintegration?
I like the disintegration because it's just another nerf for the gnome and would allow.
I thought you didn't like it. Sorry, I misheard from earlier. Yeah.
No, it's just I was saying that you can kamikaze and you could like use it. You could preserve a strategy with how the gnome is currently and doesn't disintegrate by just running in and like suiciding like your captain, or killing your captain with the explosion, and then just using that to take out whatever's like in the garlic cloud that hasn't died of the opponent's garlic cloud.
Well,
because nothing will probably have died in there. Like they're not going to get weaker, and then you can just use a gnome to take them out with a big boom. And if you disintegrate, you won't be able to do that.
Well, we've now had the words suicide and Holocaust said on the live stream, so.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Oh no, sorry. No, I did. I'm sorry. I noticed that I said that, and that's my bad.
We have 6 views and no concurrent viewers, so I think we're okay. It's just kind of funny.
Oh no.
No, it was I noticed that I said that, and that's why I switched to killing the captain. That is my bad.
I think we'll be all right. The algorithm will strike the single video, and then if we keep saying it on all our videos, then it's a problem. But we're good.
Hopefully, Nomageddon's fun to say. I think that's fine.
Yeah, it's fine. It's a meme.
It's not a real word.
We're not even gonna get this video stricken probably unless it gets views or something. We're fine. It's just a funny YouTube meme.
The next tournament's probably going to be in February. I think we're probably going to do a side menu, so we'll have to vote which side menu we'll want. We'll do that later. But to spice things up a bit, the gnomes, like, too bad Mr. Kirby wasn't here, because that was epic. It's kind of crazy because the gnomes were able to do this ever since the beginning. Ever since there were gnomes and roar beetles around, they were capable of doing it.
Yeah.
I really like that they're countered. Like I'm just like, well, I'm just going to keep picking the same thing if I go down or whatever. And then I'm glad that there is some resistance to that because I like the evolving meta, and it encourages me to pick other units.
Do you know what could have helped me in that last match that I lost to the Ant Rush?
Flies.
Flies.
Yeah, I was gonna say flies is the troop that I ranked lowest on the tier list.
It helps with gnomes and ants. Yeah.
I'm vindicated.
Yeah, the flies.
Flies are great.
Yeah, because that or assault cannon. Actually, assault cannon might have been better because I could have just killed all of those ants instantly.
You would have to run back though. That's the problem with cannons versus that you don't have with flies. The flies will
Well, you
attack
kind of have to run
autonomously.
back anyway with the flies because they won't automatically go towards it.
That's
unless
true.
you're
It was
close to-
behind you, huh? Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the thing I liked about what Juice did too, is using the flies to counter my ants, and then that's why it prompted me to use the flares in there too. So it was
Oh, yeah.
multi-dimensional
We
thing.
had the
or
rock, paper,
multifaceted.
scissors back and forth for like
I-
40 straight seconds. That was great.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm looking at this main menu screen. I'm like, I think the build to try to counter might be like the whole top row, if you don't go the garlic cannon route, because yeah, you need something along with sardine cans, and I think honey cannons could counter all of your splares and ants decently. And then yeah, just trying to take real estate. But then I guess you also need to try bumblers or something stronger too for like mid game or early game.
That's true. That kind of just
I'm
takes
thinking
advantage
about-
of the fact that Nomageddon takes up two selection slots. So if you force
Yeah.
the opponent to have to deal with the rock paper scissors, then it's hard to get out the more expensive stuff.
right?
Yeah.
I think that choosing the ant is also necessary in that strat. So I almost want to say that strategy takes up 3 unit slots, because
Yeah.
I don't feel as confident without choosing the ant in that too. Because it helps
just
ward
this
stuff
little
off.
safety backup.
A buffer that's not too expensive.
Yeah, my thought is something splayer, then the non-anthill version of the ant, then the roar beetle gnome, and then either the salt cannon or the honey cannon. And because I like the salt cannon, but the honey cannon just slows stuff down so well. The salt cannon is really good at locking players in, and like kind of if you put it next to banks or whatever, it's really nice because it can just take out immediately. So I like the salt cannon, but I'm not always as comfortable using it.
Yeah.
Right.
Thoughts on the meta?
Are we gonna do one here?
I got table 19 by me.
Oh, we're live?
Yeah, I mean, we're at the end, so no one else is really watching, but
I don't know, I just got here. I think it's crazy that Exiani beat the developer in the match after the championship.
yeah.
I got kind of lucky, honestly, because my ants just barely got through, and I just that early rush is also kind of lucky in a lot of ways too. So
It was, honestly, well, never mind. I think it was, I don't know. You did really good. Like in our friendlies, I feel like it's basically 50-50. Would you say that?
Yeah, that's from my
yeah.
point of view. That's what I see.
Yeah. Yeah, Juice is the witness because he's the one who's usually there, and
Yeah.
yeah, the friendly seems to help a lot, but that was pretty.
Helping
Yeah,
me a lot more aware, despite Cable almost again breaking into the back there. I'm like, oh man, like all that friendly practice gone to waste.
Yeah, but anyway, I was talking about the balance changes, and I feel pretty good about everything right now. The only consideration I had is maybe bringing the garlic cloud back to how it was in the gas cloud, where if a gnome touches it, it just instantly disintegrates without blowing up.
Nice. I think, yeah, either that or the opposite extreme. I'd like to. See
Yeah, I
both
think you're
play
right.
with.
It should be one or the other.
Yeah.
And if it does blow up extremely, I think it needs to be so powerful it kills roar beetles. That way, it's like a reset.
Yeah, because then the garlic cannon is you can't have beetles and gnomes at the same time in a garlic cloud, or you lose all
That
the money.
actually
Yeah.
might be more fun from a viewer's perspective, honestly.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to think
Which-
of how I would feel as a player, because it wouldn't completely disable roar beetles and gnomes. It would just make you have to be
Mhm.
much more careful about how and when you use the gnomes.
Yeah, you
Yes.
probably have to just switch to roar beetles and ants.
Yeah.
Roar beetle ant is really good, by the way. It's really good
Yeah.
against toast in particular.
Yes. Yeah.
So So that's just another reason why I like the ant with the Gnomageddon strategy, because sometimes I'm like, well, I'm just going to release an ant to get through this toast here instead of the gnome. Like, it just seems to fit sometimes. So
Right.
I really personally think that those 3 units specifically are needed. Are not needed, but it's like a soft need. It's like a strongly desire the ant, because the ant's just S tier. My final thought is ant is still S tier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
same
no,
here.
I agree. I think because Ant is good in every stage of the game.
Yeah. I still think that the gnome is like A tier now, and the roar beetles maybe A or B, but I don't know. Like, I'm really happy that it was resisted so much. So now that I can explore other strategies, like maybe there's a bumbler one I need to consider.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is good.
I
We
think
got-
if you just have a build for each big unit that you memorize, that could help.
I have one for the UFO that I used to always use, and then but then the UFO got nerfed a bit, so now I'm not positive on that anymore. But it was that
Again, by the way, I rebuffed it
Ant.
back to its former glory.
Yeah, that one was working pretty well, and that worked against the gnomes. I remember Adam, you were playing me at what is it? It's the one with the hallway. It's the hallway stage, and you actually used Gnomageddon. I think you used gnomes and roar beetles. And that UFO strategy, I remember, still worked against it, and I was frantically trying to like put toast down to keep the roar beetles away. And it was crazy.
Was that the Ulrich's domain? I think.
No, it was in the hallway. It was the one with the skinny hallway.
The
It was a long
giant
time ago. It was like a year or 2 ago.
Ingot Terra.
Oh. Okay.
I just remembered that. So you should try to find, if it's online, you should try to find that match, because you technically did Gnomageddon back then.
Yeah, because Gnomageddon happened in the story mode. Like the computer would do it against the AI. Well, but the thing is, like, they weren't playing as a captain; they were just spawning units in. But yeah, I think the key. I think the missing piece is just that we just didn't. People just weren't as aggressive as placing as many piggy banks as possible. And yeah.
But, yeah, that's my go-to. But I think a lot of people were keeping up with me there.
Oh yeah. I don't know. Do you feel like you're keeping up?
Everyone else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. Anyway.
I actually was trying to stay away from King's Kitchen during this, because I'm like, well, the gnome's not going to work here as well. So I was hoping King's Kitchen wasn't going to get selected.
Yeah, on the last match, I almost selected King's Kitchen, and then I was like, that's kind of risky, because I'm not super confident with it either. So that's why I did the picnic stage, because it's small as well.
Yeah.
Dang, that's
Go
insane.
ahead and end the stream and grab some dinner.
Yeah,
Well,
I'm gonna have to pick up my. I have to do some other stuff, but.
Yeah. I have
Thanks
some
for the
fish
commentary.
sticks that
This
are
is
shaped like sharks.
pretty
I'm gonna
great.
Go eat them.
I'll have to go back and watch the matches. Hopefully everything looks fine. I haven't looked at the stream yet, but hey, I'll see you guys later.
All right.
All right, thank you. See ya.
Thanks for playing. Thanks for everyone who watched.
Thanks for tolerating my stupid words put in. I'm not gonna repeat.
Oh
You
yeah.
just won the whole tournament. Give us your wisdom, O Master. They're not stupid words.
Okay,
No, I meant like the non-YouTube words.
Oh, okay. Yeah, we're fine. Don't worry.
Okay.
All right. See you later.